Okay, in this video we are going to go over one of the most powerful features of WordPress, and that is plugins. Plugins are essentially similar to, say, an iPhone or some kind of smartphone. The phone by itself is great. But it's nothing spectacular. What makes it powerful are the different apps that you have, the different ways to extend the capability of the phone. So if you wanted to be able to shop on eBay or to be able to find your phone wherever you're at, whatever it is, all the different apps that are made by third parties are what make it so powerful. And that's exactly what these plugins do. These plugins allow you to do things such as social sharing. They allow you to do things such as automatically resizing photos. It allows you to create galleries, allows you to do really whatever you want to do, allow you to create opt-in forms, whatever. And but it's something that's very easy as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the plugin. We're going to add a new plugin. There's on the left-hand side, it'll say plugins and then add new. And there's two ways to add a plugin. The one way is, and we'll go through this way first, is the upload feature. So you might actually buy a plugin from some place else that sells a premium type plugin. And usually what they'll have you do is they'll have you download it. So you click on this upload area up on the top, and it's going to just ask you where this zip file for the plugin is. Typically, 99% of the time, when you download a plugin, it's going to be in a zip format where all you have to do is go here, upload it, you browse for the plugin, and I actually might have a plugin somewhere here that would allow it. But and all you really have to do is upload it. And click this thing and you will be fine. So let's see, do I have one? Tweet old posts. I do. Alright, so I'm going to install. You just click install now. And then activate plugin. And we're going to see that plugin on our plugin list. This is a list of all the plugins that we have. You have tweet old post here. You also have settings. It'll also tell you when you have new versions of plugins available. I don't want to update right now, but if you wanted to update, you just go to this dashboard and then updates, click on it, and it will give you, it'll walk you through how to update all of your plugins and so on. You want to do that on a regular basis. You want to do that definitely for security purposes, because sometimes plugins have vulnerabilities and they find them, and that's why they update them. So it all depends. There's been numerous times where a plugin has led to a security vulnerability, and all you needed to do was keep it updated. Usually that doesn't happen. It's very, very rare, but it happens. It happens. I'm not going to go into any of the settings yet, but let's go to, I want to show you the other way to add a plugin. Second way to add a plugin is to search for it. So say I want an SEO plugin, something to help me with my SEO. So we have SEO Ultimate, WordPress SEO by Yoast, have a bunch of stuff. So let's do this WordPress SEO. Sorry, it goes in, you can do two things. It'll ask you if you want details, or you can do install now. Typically I just do install now, unless let me give you let me show you how I look at these things. So they have a rating system, and so it's good if you know how to use it. And let me just say it that way. It's good if you know how to use it. You can see that some of these have really good reviews. You know, this is a really good rating. This WordPress by Yoast. This one I happen to know is good, because it's very popular, and the person who created it is very, very, very good at creating plugins. And you can see right here, this is average rating based on over 1,000 different ratings, and that's the average rating right there. That's that's close to almost perfect. So we can pretty much be rest assured that this is going to be a good plugin. This also gives you the whether or not this plugin is compatible with your version, how many times it's been downloaded, does it require WordPress 3.1? What it requires WordPress 3.1 or higher, and so on, when it was last updated, and so on and so forth. And also on these tabs, it shows you how to install it, different screenshots that you'll have, any change shows what they changed in the latest versions, and any frequently asked questions, and so on. The thing that you need to be wary of, and let's see if we can find one, is that these ratings are not always reliable. So if I have a plugin that's been downloaded 3 times and it only has 1 rating and it's a 5-star rating, that doesn't mean that it's a good plugin. It will show up here 5 stars even if there's just 1 rating, and it might have worked well for that one person, but it might have worked horrible for the other 299 people who downloaded that plugin. So when you go into these details, when you click on the details, you want to make sure, okay, this is based on 38 ratings, and it's high up there, so that's good. Downloaded over 100,000 times, which is good. Let's see, SEO tools. This is based on 5 ratings. See, now we're getting, this is downloaded over almost 30,000 times, and it only has 5 ratings, and it's almost 4 stars. So you want to be wary with this. And here it tells you if this is not, if it hasn't been tested with your current version of WordPress. It says here, warning, this plugin has not been tested with your current version of WordPress. It doesn't mean it's not going to work, but it just means that you need to be careful when you use this. Last updated almost half a year ago. So you can see that this is probably not too reliable when it comes to whether or not you want to download this particular plugin and use it on your site, especially if it's a business site, right? But if it's something that looks like it's reliable, then we should be fine. If you want to install it, you can do this install now and then click OK. I'm going to click cancel because we already installed WordPress SEO by Yoast. I'm going to actually refresh. And when you install a plugin, there's 2 ways to actually go and change the settings. Usually you will find them under the settings area. If they're not there, they might have their own location. Like for example, Magic Action Pop-Up and Magic Action Box has their own location on the sidebar. Same thing with Tweedle Posts, Ads, and MemberWing X has their own location. Sometimes they might be put into, like I mentioned before, usually it's under settings. But sometimes they'll put them into different areas. So let's find where our WordPress SEO by Yoast is, because we did install it. Let me go to plugins real quick. Sometimes if you go to installed plugins, they will have a settings area as well. Oh, we didn't activate it. So make sure you activate it if you don't find it. So let's activate it. And here, WordPress SEO actually calls you out and says, hey, why don't you start the tour? And you can go there and it'll give you a tour of what exactly you want. It wants you to do to make your site search engine optimized. But you can see here, they added it under their own section. Under settings, we have a couple of different other plugins. We have this related post plugin there. So if we go there, we'll see this plugin settings. But generally, after you install a plugin, it's going to ask you to activate. So make sure you activate it. And then with these plugins, what these plugins allow you to do is pretty much anything, depending on what the plugin says it does. It might be a social sharing plugin. It might be something to, like the Tweetle post automatically tweets on Twitter for you. A whole bunch of other stuff too as well is available out there. And that's how you install plugins, and that's how you set up plugins. And that's how you also gauge whether or not a plugin is going to be good based on the ratings. But hopefully that's helpful to you. Let's see. I do want to show you one plugin that actually does something. So let's go in and add new. I want to do a social sharing plugin. Let's do sexy bookmarks. This is a pretty popular sharing plugin. Oh, I guess they don't have it anymore. Oh, that's why they call it Sociable now. Okay, so no, Sociable's different. Anyway, this will work anyway. Activate the plugin. This is Sociable for WordPress. This is going to allow us to do some social sharing. And when we go to we don't see it in the sidebar, so that tells us that it's probably under settings, and there it is, Sociable WP3. Here's all of the, yeah, there's a different plugin than I wanted, but it's okay. It's still good. It's a pretty popular one. But these are the ones that it's going to show on your posts and pages. And let's click Save Changes on that. Let's go to our site. Okay. And let's go to Layout Test. Let's go to the actual post. And here you go. Now we have some social sharing options there. Pretty cool, huh? And here's another plugin that allows you to do opt-in forms called Magic Action Box. All right. Well, hopefully this was easy. It's definitely something that makes your this is something that will make your WordPress blog extremely powerful and flexible. And if you have any questions, please let me know.